Come on, don't look at me like that. I can't afford diamond armor, at least not yet. It's way too expensive. This armor's free. I'm just gonna take what I have and not complain, okay? One day I'll have diamond armor, but that's not today. Welcome back, everybody, to MegaKraft. Welcome back. And guess where we are? Yet again, big surprise. We are down underground inside my cave, inside my dual spawner. This thing works awesome. I've got the light switches right here. This is where I decided I would put them. It's pretty easy, you know, this is for the skeletons. I flick that on and that means that it'll start spawning them. This is for the zombies. I flick that on and it'll start spawning them. It's really easy to wire it up. I've just got a torch right above there, and that goes into that block, and that basically sends another torch along and over there to with redstone and repeaters and stuff on top of the lights. Same thing, same basic thing right here. Just follows this line right up there. I'm not gonna dig it out and show you guys. It's really easy. It really is. So yeah, welcome back, everybody. How have you been? I've been doing pretty good. I've been working really hard down in here. Tons of things have changed. First off, let's go ahead and show you guys a few things. Right here, I've started work on how I'm going to do with hoppers, the automatic pickup system. And I've got hoppers underneath each one of these, and I've also decided to put some hoppers around the edge under here, because I can throw stuff on there also. And I've got all these hoppers under here. What I'm doing is I'm basically making an auto dispenser. So if I throw, you know, some items in there, it's going to detect it and just start rapid firing them out. So how I'm going to do this is I'm actually going to have a water stream right here, and it'll feed into an item elevator that will take it up. And over here, oh, looks like we've got some spawns coming in. Got a couple spawns, so it'll take things over here, and I've got this automatic sorting system, and these are all the things that I want to keep out of the farm. Now there is one thing: I need to filter out all of the rotten flesh that comes through from the zombies, because I do not want to save any of that. So I'm gonna have an automatic sucker outer, throw it away type trash compactor thing. I'll do that somewhere, probably above this enchanting station somewhere. I'm not entirely sure how I'm going to do it, but I'll figure that out later. But this is how I'm going to do it. Now this chest right here represents the carrots and potatoes, and it's going to sort them all out and put them all into this chest. And the way I did this is, there's a reason I put this first, because I've actually got a sorter right here, and this sorter right here is for this one's actually for potatoes, and this one's for carrots. But both of them end up feeding into the same line of chests after they get sorted. So that'll hold carrots and potatoes because I won't have too much. And I set up a chest for iron, because you do actually get some iron from those zombies. I don't know how much you'll get. And then I've got these. These are actually pretty much full, so I might just move them out of here, throw them away or something. And then these will pick up anything else. There's no sorter above these, so this is just any weapons and armor. It'll get picked up, even tools that zombies might have. It'll pick it up and put it inside of here. There's no sorter above it. So I need to figure out where I'm actually going to put the auto dispenser, because there's not a whole lot of area up here to actually work, because underneath right there is the crafting table. But right here is where I want to do the item elevator, just bring it up, and I'm going to use an ice stream technique to actually bring it on into the sorting system. So the way you do that is basically this line along here is going to be ice, and I need to line it up with using ender chests. Once it gets dispensed out of the elevator, it's going to line up along this line, and it's going to move across really fast along the ice, and it'll be right on the edge of the hoppers to where they're actually able to pick it up. So they'll move along, and I can collect all of those drops here. And yeah, I've got a whole lot of stuff going on here. The design I used for a sorting system is following JL's design of the tileable, where you just alternate the pattern with, you know, this is basically the regular sorter. If I can show you guys here real quick. It's basically the standard sorter that can break if you have too many of them next to each other. But you've got that, and then I did move it back one so that it doesn't interfere with the next one. But it basically goes into a redstone there, and a repeater over there, and it turns off this torch, so it allows items to flow through whenever it gets a strong enough signal. And then the one right next to it is a little bit different. It's still the same basic concept, but it has two redstone on top, and they don't interfere with each other the way that it's set up, and that sends this piston to push that block down. If we go and check that out real quick, Once that block is down, it's going to power this torch, which powers this, and that actually ends up powering this. So it kind of goes through and unlocks the hoppers depending on where it is, and that allows the items to flow through. So let's go ahead and clear this up. And what we're going to be doing today, we are going to give myself a little taste of my own medicine. What I mean by that is, I think I'm going to install my smart brewing stand, and I'm going to put it right over here. I have a little problem though. I've got all of this gear, and I'm probably going to throw almost all of this away. I'm going to repair, a few things. Yeah, I'll repair a few things. All of the leather armor I'll throw away. I'll probably heal these bows and make dispensers just so I can conserve on those, because that's kind of a good way to make dispensers, is using these free bows. But yeah, I need to clean this place up. So I'm going to do a little bit of cleanup here, and then we'll get started. I've got all the ingredients for this this auto potion brewer. So I'm going to get things ready, and we'll see you guys in a bit. Alright guys, so I did a little bit of work. I dug out all of this back here, and then where all of this cobble is actually where some redstone is going to be. So this is just going to help me kind of line things up, and this is kind of the hardest part, is just getting this correct outline done. So once you have this, then everything else is pretty easy. Oh, whoopsie daisy. Let's see, how did I get back out here? I don't know. Maybe just like that. Alright, there we go. So now let's see if I can do most of this by memory. I will have to refer back to my own video a few times because I've never built this in survival. I just did it in my creative world. So first off, let's go ahead and I guess we'll do one of these here. I'm going to do some of the wiring, and then I'll build a little bit more. But yeah, let's see here. So I need that, and then I will need some redstone here also. I'll need a block right there, and a repeater over here. Set that to 4. 1, 2, 3. Okay, there we go. And that, and that, and that. Okay. And then let's see if I can remember how to do all of this. I know there's some redstone right here and right here. So yeah, while I do this, I wanted to talk a little bit about this world. I had a comment last episode from Jacob Terry. He said that he was wondering if this world will ever be up for download, and right now it's not up for download. I don't know if we'll put it up for download at some point, but if you're wondering, he was wondering what the seed is also, so I can type /seed, and there you go, -784696089. So you can go ahead and type that in, and you'll get this seed. When 1.7 comes out, it will give you a different seed though. That's one problem. So just be aware of that. Let's see. I need some of these. So I'm going to have a torch right there and a torch right there. There we go. And that sends a pulse throughout. Alright, so that's kind of where the system is that auto detects when it's full. Or when it's empty of water bottles. So that's that. I'm going to need some comparators here too. So I know that I need a comparator. Let's see. Man, this is really difficult trying to do this on camera. I know I had 2 of these, and then 1 of these, maybe. I might have to check the video and check this out. I'll be right back. Alright, I think I remember how to do it actually. So I'm going to do the hoppers here, and then from this hopper I need a comparator, and then I remember I did need a block right here. So let's use this, and then, okay, yeah, so that's how I did it. And then right over here, let's see, where are my repeaters? There we go. I had these 2, and this is just for the on-off switch that I'll have on this block right here. And then I will need this right there, and then that repeater, and then, oh yeah, I got it. This is what I did. And then I had a block of redstone and just some dust right here so that I can basically compare the signal. So let's throw my potion, or the brewing stand down right here. So that's going to be right there, and I'm wondering if I should do a double chest. It might be nice to have a double chest, but I really don't think I'll ever, because this is going to always be filling back up. I think this is more than enough potions to, because this is, it's going to give me 1 potion. I'm only going to need 1 potion for every time this thing's filled, and so I really don't think I'll need a double chest. So I'm just going to do a single chest, actually. So let's see, I need some hoppers. This hopper is going to do that. I'm not sure how much of this I'm actually going to do on camera, because there is another thing that I wanted to do this episode. So you know, I do have a tutorial for this if you wanted to learn how to do this. It's not as compact as you can possibly make it, but you know, it's what I came up with, so it's the design that I'm going to use. If you want to check out that tutorial, I'll put a link in the video. But I think I'll get a little bit more of this done here and give you guys a little status update. Alright guys, a quick status update here. I actually finished this thing now, and I did some testing, and I found out the order of my droppers. So the first one's right there, the fourth one's right there, and the second ingredient's there, and the third is right there. So I just need to fill those up with all the ingredients. I'll do that later. One other thing that I need to do though, since this is a 4-stage potion, I need to fill up this hopper timer here with 64 and 45 items. There we go, and I actually need to turn the system off, so I need to get a lever. Got one somewhere around here. Let's see, oh, there was one in there. Alright, grab you, and we'll come right around over here. Actually, just right there. Flick that, and that'll be turned off. And then I want to remove this lever. I don't know if it's turned on or off. It looks like it's off, but still, I'll just remove that one there. I was just using that for some testing, and now what I need to do is just fill things up. I want to build a system that can fill up this thing with water bottles here. So what I'll need to do in order to do that is I'm going to grab a few more hoppers and chests. Let's see here. Do I have any normal chests? I swear, oh, I've got some chests right there and some hoppers. Okay, so we'll go like that. Grab some bricks, and we'll also use a half slab. Okay. Now I just want to go like this, and I think what I'll do is actually, what am I gonna do actually? I think I'm gonna bring this over here, and I'll make the system just right here. So I can go like this and cover this all the way around. Let's see. This is going to hold a source block of water, and then I can just basically look into it and fill up potions really fast with it. Man, I want to dig stuff, but like I don't want gravel falling into it like everywhere. Oh, it's going to mess up all my hoppers. Dang it. There's all kinds of stuff down in my hoppers now. Oh well. So yeah, I'll have this. Man, I need to get myself some more space. Stupid gravel. Okay. There we go. I need to go through and check all my hoppers now, though. And then I'll have this right there. And, okay. Seriously? This is getting really annoying. Alright, and that goes right there. Okay, and then I'll also, I guess, just throw a few blocks on the corners here to make it circular. And all the way around just like that. So now if I just get a piece of, let's see. Just need to get a piece of ice. Just one single one actually. Now you can come up here, place that right in the center, and break it. That should just flow right there. So now I can just look straight into that with some bottles and it'll fill it all up. I don't have to worry about it interfering with anything really. So that's going to feed through the hoppers and go into that chest. And I'm not going to worry about having a bunch of chests filled up because I don't think I'll really need it, and it'll be really easy to fill it back up again. So, just to check, let me pull out everything from the hoppers though. It looks like nothing actually fell in there. Looks like we got a little gravel in there though. Check, oh, here it is. Alright, grab that stuff out. And let's grab some of these bottles. We'll fill up that chest with water bottles. And to do that, all I need to do is come up here and just go like this. It's going to fill up my inventory first. But then it'll start throwing them in, and that hopper will suck them up through the half slab. And yeah, it'll work pretty well. And then I can just go through and hit Q over the top of all of these and throw those in also. Okay, there we go. And that should have filled up. Yep, that extended this piston here also, so that's going to turn the system off on its own as well. Or keep the system on, actually. Yeah, there's all those water bottles, and I can actually probably do a few more. Let's throw this one in also. Let's do a few more just so we have it stocked up nice and good. So those will start dropping into the hopper. Cool, cool. And then just throw the rest of them in as well. Alright guys, I brought a whole bunch of ingredients back from my storage room, some things that I'll need for the potions. I brought about a stack of glowstone dust. I didn't have any more dust. All of it was turned into actual glowstone, so I didn't want to break that. But I brought a whole lot of gunpowder. I'm just going to leave that stocked up so I don't have to really worry about it. And then I needed a bunch of gold, and this is all the gold I actually had to actually craft it. But I'm going to throw the gunpowder in. That's going to go into the 4th slot here. So that's going to go all in there. And I do have a little bit more gunpowder right here. Yeah, okay. So that'll go right there, and I'm never really going to have to stock that up again. So now we need some glowstone. That's going to go into the 3rd slot, and the nether wart's going into the 1st slot. So let's throw that in. So the nether wart's in there. Glowstone in the 3rd. Alright, and in the 2nd we need glistering melons. So we'll grab all of the melons. Or actually, before we do that, let's turn these into nuggets. Holy crap, that's a lot of nuggets. Okay, one sec. Alright, got a little more space in my inventory. Now I just need to cover all of these melons with nuggets. Okay, there's that. And I guess we'll do another stack here. Alright, I was able to make 2 stacks of glistering melons, so I'm going to throw those in there. And then I'm also just going to keep a chest right here for now, and that can keep any other ingredients I want to have. So all of this stuff, basically, for potion brewing, I'll throw inside of here. So, we'll keep the melons in there for later. I don't think I'll put the gold in there. I'll come back with some gold if I need to fill that up. And the bottles. There we go. That should be good. Alright guys, I just turned the system on, so we're doing a little test run here. Let's see how it's brewing. So we got awkward potions, and we got the glistering melon, and then up next is a glowstone and gunpowder, so that looks good. Let's just see that hopefully it doesn't, spit out any unfinished potions or anything. As long as it doesn't do that, then we should be all set. So let's just keep an eye out on this for a little bit longer. Seems to be working good. It's almost done finishing the first batch, so let's see if it does that correctly. Alright, so those are all done. Is the system gonna go, or is it a little slow? Oh, looks like it's going. All of those went through, everything looks good, and we got some fresh potions. Okay, good. So we got some water bottles in there. It's brewing some awkward potions again with the nether wart. And we've got a glistering melon, glowstone dust, and gunpowder. So that works perfectly. No problem whatsoever. Okay, cool. And this, when that's filled up, when this hopper is completely filled up, that'll output a strong enough signal and it'll turn the system off. Let's just double check all of the redstone, see if the system turning off will work, and that should, yep, looks like everything's gonna work fine. Alright, well that's awesome. So like I said, that tutorial will be in the description. I'm not going to worry about printing this up. I've spent a lot of time working on this. This is pretty difficult to build in survival, just because, it's kind of awkward jumping around to the different levels and everything, but it's not really that hard. It's just a little bit awkward to move around because you keep falling into little places. But yeah, that'll work just fine. I can come up here and fill up things. Of course, there's going to be a wall across here, and then I'll even do, some stairs over the top of here. But yeah, that's that. So now what I think I'll try and work on for a little bit is try and figure out the system that's going to automatically sort. I've got the whole sorting system actually done. I just need to find a way to transfer the items and send them along this line to get sorted. So let me do a little work on that, and I'll come back with you guys in a bit. Before I do that, I was thinking I could put a trap chest here instead of having just a plain block, and that way if I have any crap in my inventory from killing these, then I can just throw it inside the trap chest. I'll see whatever it is, and once it's done, then it'll just suck everything out and basically send it on its way. Okay, so I've done a little bit of work in here, and this is what the system is going to look like. This is what I've come up with so far, and what I'm thinking I'm going to do is have the water source right here. This will all be closed off, but these will dispense into this area, and the water will be flowing this way over the top of this hopper. Now this hopper is going to sort out any rotten flesh that come over the top of it, and just got a basic item sorter here, and that feeds into this dispenser, or this dropper here. which is has a source of lava right under. Actually, it doesn't have a source of lava yet, but it will. We'll put this source of lava in, and that will destroy any of the rotten flesh that we don't want. So that's going to bring it over into here. That's going to, this dropper automatically detects whenever there's items inside of it. So let's see if we can, we can simulate it with some rotten flesh here. That's going to detect, and it triggers this comparator fast clock, and that goes right into this repeater and powers up the dropper. So that's how that works. Now I need to make some kind of water stream system that's going to bring all of the items along this way. So how I'm going to do that is I just need to make kind of a path here. I'm going to have ice all the way through, and then I'm going to use the elevator. It's a new method of an item elevator where you use ice and then you push it into a couple fences that are right underneath glass, so like a 5x5 pillar of glass, or a 3x3 pillar of glass. And so I think we're going to do that. Just head over here, and then we'll kind of sort everything out over the top. So let me try and figure this out. I'll get this thing working, and then I'll show you guys what it looks like. Okay, so I've made a little bit of progress here, and this is how it's going to look down in here. Now, I'm not too concerned about how ugly it looks because, you know what, I'm not even going to be down here, so I'm not going to try and pretty it up very much. But basically, the concept of it is, let's say that some dirt is in here, it's going to go across, and it's not going to get sucked up by those hoppers because that only picks up the rotten flesh. And now it's going to move along there, and it looked like it was on the side, but it's really just going alongside of the edge. And basically, when it hits those, it goes up. Now, I'll do that again from back over here because it's kind of hard to see the first time. Because it does look a little bit glitchy, but it does work. It just kind of looks a little bit weird. But those will move along, and when it hits the fence, that's actually going to push it up. So as you see, it goes up, and you can pick it up right here. Now, if you just extend this, these 5 glass all the way up to the top, then the same concept just works all the way up. So let's go ahead and do that here. I think I'm just going to cover in all the edges with dirt, because I don't really care. And right over here is where the item sorter is. So we need to bring it over here and then do a little 180-degree turnaround. So I'm going to figure that out later, but just want to do this right now. So let's go ahead and bring this up. And it doesn't actually need to be glass. I'm just going to use glass for most of it because you can see, but it doesn't have to be glass. So let's see here. Also, if you guys want to build this on your own, it's really simple. All you need to do is just basically have ice on the bottom, have a fence at the very end where the water stops. So you need to look where the water stops, and then the next one have a fence on top of ice, and then behind that have a fence, but make sure that the fence in the back is touching some solid blocks, and the one in the front has glass all the way around it. And then you're going to count from the water 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks, and then the 5th and 6th are going to be solid blocks. Okay, so whenever something's thrown back here, it's going to move along the side. And keep in mind that things need to be on the side for this to work. It can't go right in the middle, or else it won't work. So it needs to be on the side. Either side works, and it'll move along, and you can, it'll do the same thing for you. So let's bring this all the way up, just like this. And then the direction that I want it to come out, I'm just going to leave an open gap right there. So I'm just going to go like that. And bring this up. Let's see here. Let me dig out a little bit more here so I can kind of have a visual. And I need some light. Alright, so I brought it up all the way to the top. Now this is where it's going to come out. I'm going to have the water source right here, and it's going to flow over the top of here, and all of this will be covered in ice. And I'll show you what we're going to do in just one second here. So yeah, we're going to have the ice right there. The water's going to flow from over there. And let's see how I want to do this. I want to have it do like a little 180-degree turn here. So do something like that over here. And I need to make sure we've actually got enough space. So that's, water can flow 8 blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Maybe I could do just shorter water streams like that. And then water stream right here. Yeah, this will work. And then I'll have a water stream that goes and connects these. And then I need to make sure to have ender chests right here. And this is going to basically spit out the items over here. I know everything's kind of cramped right now, but it's kind of really difficult to show you. You know what? Let me grab some ender chests and then I can show you a little bit better. Okay, so I got a couple of ender chests, so these are going to go one right there and one right there. This is going to align the items perfectly along the edge so that it can be picked up by the hoppers and also flow along really quickly. So that's how that's going to work, and we need to fill this in a little bit. So just like that and that. And for some reason today I'm getting some pretty bad server lag, like worse than I've ever had it before, and I normally don't get it very bad. But today it's just been terrible, so I don't know what's going on. But, you know, hopefully it'll still work a little bit better. Okay, so we'll go like that. That's going to be the water stream. It's going to move along there. That's going to push along there. Let's see, is that right? Is that right? Yeah, I think that is. And then this, oh, I need to get in here. Okay, so this needs to be completely closed off like that. And we're going to have, I think it might be better if we had the water source just in one. Let's try that. You know, I'm thinking we should actually have this water lowered down by one. See, look, we'll go something like that, and then once we close this off right here, then it'll push everything up against the ender chest right here. So let me break this out real quick, and I want to get rid of this water source that's in here. So that's going to slide across and land into here. Now this is going to push up against those ender chests, and it should align it all perfectly. So let me do a little test here. If I throw some items in, they should flow all the way across and then get picked up in the last slot. Maybe, if I don't pick them up first. But let's see here. Because the last few slots inside of this area doesn't actually have... Okay, so yeah, those disappeared. Those don't have any kind of filter or anything, and so those will just go straight down. So let's see if there are any stone bricks down here. Okay, so here they are. Perfect. So that's where all that will go. And just want to close this off. I want to come up here real quick though. And then just finish off closing off everything else. Now that everything's done though, I basically can do some lighting. What am I doing? Okay, so I need half slabs up here. Okay, I cleared up a whole bunch more space and made it a little bit easier to see, so I can go ahead and show you guys now. So we'll come through here, and yeah, so as you can see, I continued on the water stream right here just by putting a half slab in another water source block. And now that there's water on top of the ice, I don't have to worry about the water underneath melting, so I can go and light up everything now, make sure everything's plenty lit, just like that. Okay. And then I also want to go up here and show you guys what's going on back over here. So yeah, so that's where all of the water is coming. Before I had it actually set one in front of it, I had the water source block right here, but I forgot that, you know, the items are coming through the middle, so we need to have the water source block just right here. So that's going to push it along over here. This source is going to push it along over here, and then that source just puts it up against these ender chests. That aligns it perfectly along the edge, because ender chests actually have less than one block of a hitbox. So they'll go right along this edge and then get picked up by the hoppers, whichever ones that'll sort them out. So I think we are just basically completely done. We don't need to really make this place any more pretty. We can just seal it off and whatnot. I might have an access way later on back here if I feel like I'm going to keep going back there a bunch, but right now I don't think we'll really need anything like that. So we're going to close this off completely. I'm thinking though, yeah, we're going to need to close this off like this, because that hopper will be showing if we don't. So yeah, we'll have that like that. And then what else do we need to do? So yeah, oh yeah, over here I have everything lit up as well. And everything is basically done back here also. And I want to clean or close this off because there will be some zombies that come through here. So let's close this guy off. And let's come over here. And how should I close this off? I think just for now, we'll just go like this. And probably just like this. Follow this along right there. And like so. Yeah, we'll worry about the roof later on when we start making this place a little bit nicer, but let's just make sure we have some torches for lighting around here. I don't want anything to spawn in here, but yeah, that is totally done. I'm hoping everything turns out fine, so let's go ahead and throw that chain helmet in just as a little test. Say that a chain helmet gets picked up. Now it's going to go through, and since there's nothing that can sort out the helmet, it's just going to end up in one of these two chests, and it'll be this one first off. And when these 3 chests are filled, then that's when these ones will start filling up. So it will end up being in here at some point, maybe. It'll take a little bit. There it is. Okay, so there we go. And if we throw in all of these bones, let's go ahead and throw those in. Then those are going to suck out and just start dispensing like crazy. You can hear them dispensing, and they'll work on getting over here. I guess there's no way to really see, but yeah, that's how it's going to all work. Everything's just going to pile up into these. I do need to clear out those bones and go put them in somewhere else, so maybe I'll do that in an upcoming episode. I don't know. I have some plans for using a whole bunch of bones, but over here, I'm going to do this another time. We've spent a lot of time down here, so next episode, we're probably going to do something outside of here. Probably some new project outside. Maybe get started on one of the shops or something in my area. But let's see if some of these bones went in. So I remember there's a space around here. Maybe it's this one. This filling up. Is it filling up somewhere? I don't know. It'll be filling up somewhere. It could even be the hoppers that it's filling up. Unless these are trap chests, then I'm messing it up. Oh well. Just as long as they're not in here, then we're good. Oh, and we got a cobblestone in there. Okay, so anyways, what we're going to do now, I'm just going to do a little test, flick these on, and we'll sit for a minute, and we'll get some guys spawning in here. We'll see how it goes. We'll throw a potion on them, because over here, I let this run, and it filled up completely with potions. I did, however, while I was waiting for these to fill up, I discovered a flaw about this system. Something that I don't know if any of you guys have experienced, because I didn't get any comments, but the way I did my timer, it actually offsets a little bit while it runs for a long time. So for a single chest, you know how I have the 64 plus 45 items in here? Well, sometimes this timer gets out of sync just barely from here to where it sucks out the potions a little bit before they're finished. And so all you need to do to fix that, if that is causing a problem, is just throw like 5 more items in here. So I have 64 and 50 instead of 45. I just threw that in, and that's perfectly fine. It's not going to cause any problems. And it's not making it really go any slower either. It's no big deal. So just throw some extra items in there if you're having any kind of problems. If you have a double chest, then I'd throw a little bit more items in just in case. But yeah, that should be good. So anyways, let's go ahead and wait inside my little spot, and we'll see what kind of spawn rates we can get. Let's see, do we even have any coming in yet? I thought I heard some skeletons spawning in. Oh yeah, I can hear some skeletons. So let's sit over here so we can get the zombies coming in too. And oh my gosh, I can't get in this door. Okay, and I'll see you guys in just a bit. Okay guys, I was sitting there for about 10 minutes now, a little bit more than 10 minutes, and we'll go ahead and see how much we've got here for spawns. We have 170 entities looking over here, minus, these entities and whatnot, but yeah, about 165 or so mobs. Let's grab a potion so we can do this real quick. And I actually have a looting 3 sword, so that's going to be even better. I can switch over to looting. I can do the little trick where you throw a potion and then switch to your sword last minute. So let's get my finger. Okay, so my finger is on 1, so I'm going to throw it and switch to 1, and I'll get the looting effect even though I didn't even use my sword. Let's pick up this stuff that didn't get picked up by the hoppers. That's my bow, I don't want to throw that in there. Pick up any of this other stuff here. It's a little bit messy of a setup, but I don't mind it too much. Pick up that. Wow, there's a lot of experience. I should probably enchant something. Do I have a book? Oh man, I'm wasting all my levels. I didn't even think about that. There we go. Got Bane of Arthropods 4. Wow. It's a terrible, terrible, terrible enchantment. Alright, what else we got that's dropping in? Let's throw the rest of this in here. And all of this rotten flesh is going to get thrown away because I don't even want to hold on to that. Blech. Look at that, an iron shovel though. You get some tools from the zombies you normally don't from the skeletons. That's kind of nice. Okay. And throw these in, that. Let's see what else we got in here. A helmet. Okay. Problem with this trap chest, I just realized though, is whenever I open it, it's going to make a signal, so it's going to turn off the other hoppers from picking up things. So that is something that I'll have to reconsider. Maybe I'll just get rid of that trap chest altogether, or just put a normal chest in. I guess I could do that. Okay, let's grab another one of these real quick, and then I'll throw one more. Okay. And that should be the rest of the monsters. There might be one or two that were already in the system on their way, but I think we're pretty much good. Okay, so let's throw the last little bit. Yep, there's a zombie. Let's see here. What else we got? Yep, that's pretty much it. And let's just check over here, make sure everything's gotten sorted. Okay, so there's some potatoes in there. We haven't gotten any iron dropping, but we can't tell. But yeah, look, all this stuff came through, and that is something I don't like to see, is rotten flesh in there. I'm not entirely sure how that got through, but it looks like everything else is getting picked up by the item sorter. Oh, it looks like bones got through, but that may be because we are completely filled up on bones at the moment. No, we're not completely filled up by bones. So I guess it looks like it is possible for a few things to get through. I might have to take a look at things and tweak it, but it does seem like everything is working fine right now. I mean, that's not too big of a deal. So yeah, that's where we're gonna leave it off for today. I hope you guys have been enjoying this series. Why are these guys still coming through? Let's just kill them and get rid of them real quick. You. Alright, is that just about everybody? Got one more skeleton. Okay. So yeah, like I was saying, that's where we're going to leave it off for today. I hope you guys have enjoyed. Leave a comment on what you want me to do for next episode, because I have a few things that I want to do, but also I want to make sure that I'm doing something you guys will enjoy. So, you know, one of the things I could do is make a wool farm. That's something I do want to do. So just get a bunch of sheep and breed them and kind of figure out a cool design for that. Or, you know, I could work on my house. I could work on even prettying up the witch farm. I could go over there and start building something above and move the nether portal up. So just let me know. Drop a comment and let me know. And also, if you guys enjoyed this, make sure to leave a like. And if you haven't already, make sure you're subscribed. But other than that, that's going to be everything. So thank you guys so much for watching. And we are getting out of this cave so I can see you guys next episode up on top of here. And I was really hoping that wouldn't fail. Dang it. It's because I'm recording. Alright, see you guys.